everyone. I just want to say hello and welcome back to the videos that I'm going to be sharing with you on total wellness. And it was so exciting. So many of you commented, hey, I'm on board. Yes, I want to take this adventure with you. So I just want to say thank you so much. It's going to be an exciting time. But also I wanted to say to you that if there's somebody in your life that you feel like they need to take this adventure to total wellness, then I want to ask you to share the video, and hopefully in sharing, they too will come on board and we can take this adventure together, because it is going to be so informative and exciting as well. So, many of you may say, well, what is total wellness? Well, wellness is a state of being in good health, especially when it's an actively sought goal. But oftentimes we consider wellness to whether someone's sick or not sick, maybe their physical being. And so many components, though, affect our ability to be totally well. There are components, yes, in the physical realm if we're sick, but there's also the mental component of our wellness. There's the spiritual aspect of our life that is so important, and I think foremost important. There's also environmental wellness. There is financial wellness. There's family wellness. And as we approach the holidays, how important is that going to be in your life? So there are so many components to being totally well. And so throughout this adventure, I'm going to share videos with you on each one of those so that you can learn about each area. And the important thing in this is that we find balance in our life in all of these areas, which makes us have total wellness. Things happen in our life, challenges, joys and disappointments and different things that affect our ability to be total well, because what happens is one area of these components might get out of balance, and therefore it affects that whole balance of who we are in total wellness. If you're physically sick, it may affect your mental state of being. If you're financially not totally well and whole in that area, it may affect your physical being, your mental being. It may affect the family. So there's so many reasons we need total wellness in our lives. So the first thing I want to ask you to do before we start going into all the components of what it takes to be totally well, I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you to define the goal of being totally well, because wellness is when you seek after a goal more than just being physically well, but you actively pursue a goal of total wellness. So first of all, I want to ask you, define your goal. I want you to write it down. Try to write down and be very descriptive. What would your goal in total wellness be? What is it you want to achieve in total wellness, in your body, in your mind, in your spirit realm, your spiritual life, your finances, your family, your environmental, your social life? What are the goals that you would like to achieve? And maybe you just want to pick out one of these that you feel like is out of balance. Write it down, but be very descriptive about it. And then I want you to define your motivation. I want you to take 5 reasons why the goal is important to you. Because some people may say, well, it's a no-brainer. I just want to live a longer life. Okay, then write down 5 reasons why you want to live a longer life. And what will it take in that? So write down 5 reasons why your goal is to reach a certain place in one of these components of total wellness. And I want you to know that there are a lot of things that have to do with total wellness. How we eat, and we all want to eat better. How we sleep, we know and have found it is so important. Sleep, there's healing in sleep, and we're going to talk about that. The body, we all want to live in wellness. We all want our lives to be physically well. Who doesn't want to be able to function in their life? If you're not physically well, it affects every area of your life. Okay, you might want to deal with the protective element of our life, and that is where there's so many toxins in our home, in the workplace. There's so many toxins. So we might want to work on how can we make there be less toxins in our life. And we are going to talk about what we breathe, the toxins that we breathe in, and everything we put on our skin. Our skin is the largest organ of our body. So yes, that's going to be an important topic too. Mentally, we're going to talk about the thought life, how it affects us. We also want to talk about how to connect. Many of you have become hermits in your life and you're not connecting socially. And we'll talk about how important that is, that you have balance in that and wellness. And foremost, we're going to talk about our spiritual lives and the awareness of God in our life, His Word, the prayer life, and how important that is to our total wellness. So wow, there's so much to cover, but I'm asking you until I get back with you again, write down the goals. Be very descriptive. What is it you want to reach in this total wellness? Because you know what? How you think, you've often heard it said, what you think, if you keep thinking on it, you eventually will say it. And what you say and keep saying, you eventually will do. So let's make sure that what we're thinking and saying and doing is positive and is right and is a person of character and integrity. And also, why? What is your motivation? Why do you want to reach these goals in your life? So I look forward to being back with you again, and share this video to those that you love and feel like this could be an important adventure in their life.